Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about Super Dragon Ball Heroes collabing with Dragon Ball Legends, and we're going to talk about this because I think this is a good discussion that we should talk about this because Dragon Ball Legends is running out of characters. So very soon they're going to not really going to have any new characters to release because most characters are already coming out. I mean, why would Legends collab with Sandland, and why would Dragon Ball collab with Dragon Ball Superhero, right? If they can collab with that, why can't they collab with Super Dragon Ball Heroes? I mean, Dokkan did it, and that's already at its 8th anniversary. So it's just like, okay, well, here's one thing. Take a look at all of these characters. These are all all of these Dragon Ball characters are all from the anime. All of these characters are from the anime. All these future units, all these characters, um, characters from the movie Dragon Ball Superhero, and GT, and all these other tags are from the actual anime because these are the released previous movies and shows of these characters that have already been released. So like I said, these Dragon Ball characters, right? Take a look at all of these. You got UI Goku from the Tournament of Power. You got Android 13. You got Super Saiyan GT Goku. Like, some of these characters are from the Tournament of Power, some from the GT Saga, but they all have different tags because of what their powers and abilities are and what they do. But then it's like, we have all of these characters that they have collab with over the last 4 years of Legends running right now, and all of these characters have been released. But why is Legends not collabing with Super Dragon Ball Heroes? And I think that's a good discussion for us to talk about. So if you're new to the channel, this is the channel for you. But today will not be a gaming video. Today we'll be talking about the collaboration with Dragon Ball Legends here for a little while. And yeah, so let's get started. So Dragon Ball Legends should collab with Super Dragon Ball Heroes because Legends is running out of characters and the developers are trying to figure out which characters to release. And technically they're running out of characters right now because we don't have Dragon Ball Super or Dragon Ball in return right now. Dragon Ball hasn't returned in 5 years, so Dragon Ball Legends is running out of characters. And if Dragon Ball Legends does not collab with Super Dragon Ball Heroes, then we have a major problem with Dragon Ball Legends because it tells me that Dragon Ball Legends is going to die out much faster than Dokkan will. Because like I said, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, that mobile game, already collabed with Super Dragon Ball Heroes, and they have already released a lot of units on that game. But for some reason, Dragon Ball Legends hasn't collabed with Super Dragon Ball Heroes, and there should be a reason why. I know that there's no confirmation of Super Dragon Ball Heroes collabing with Dragon Ball Legends. There's no confirmation about that. They have talked about it, but they never really got the information that is confirmed. But at the same time, it's like, if Legends doesn't collab with Super Dragon Ball Heroes, then the game is gonna die out because Dragon Ball hasn't even returned in 5 years. So they're trying to bring it back, but it's taking longer than I expected. But if they can bring Dragon Ball to return back in soon, then Dragon Ball Legends will die out in just a few more years. Maybe like 2 or 3 more years, the game will die out because there's not going to be any new characters. There's no release of Dragon Ball's return, right? But then at the same time, if Dragon Ball Legends doesn't collab with Super Dragon Ball Heroes, that's a big problem. But we need to collab in order to keep Dragon Ball Legends running for better new characters and a whole new arc and a new team that they should build up to in Dragon Ball Legends. Because remember, Super Dragon Ball Heroes already finished 3 arcs already. They already finished 3 arcs. This arc that they're on right now is just about to end soon. So, I'm pretty sure they already finished like 3 arcs by now. And we're getting a 4th arc coming up, which is the Meteor Mission arc of Super Dragon Ball Heroes. It is confirmed and it is coming for a new arc. And Dragon Ball Legends need to collab with Super Dragon Ball Heroes. I understand that Super Dragon Ball Heroes is a promotional anime, but Dragon Ball Legends need to collab, because I know they're doing that with Sandland right now, but they should do it with Super Dragon Ball Heroes as well. Because I understand Sandland seems interesting, but it's not enough characters in Sandland. They can make more, but you know how Sandland is. I'm not saying it's the worst thing. I like Sandland. Since they created it, it looks amazing. It has really good writing to it. But collabing with Dragon Ball Legends, that's something unique there. But look at all of these characters, these previous characters from the Tournament of Power, or from the other arcs, like the GT arc and all that. MUI Goku, the new Cell, Beast Gohan, all these Ultras and stuff like that. But as you can see, that look at all of these characters, man. There's so many characters we have in the game right now, but we haven't even collabed with other Dragon Ball creations, I would say. Not good enough. If they don't, like I said, if they don't collab with Super Dragon Ball Heroes, Dragon Ball Legends is going to die out, and it's not going to look very good for this game. And they're already running out of characters. I mean, sooner or later, they're either running out of characters, or they need to release new characters from the other universes from the Tournament of Power that they can do to keep the game running. Because we do not have the other God of Destructions in the game, in Legends at all. We don't have the other God of Destructions, not even in Dragon Ball X Xenoverse 2. We don't even have the other God of Destructions in that game. 2. There's so many games that we do not have. We don't have other God of Destructions or other universe characters that we do not have. I mean, Dragon Ball Legends does have Pride Troopers from Universe 11, but we don't have the other characters in other universes that hasn't been introduced to Legends yet. And we don't even have the other God of Destructions. And we've seen what the other God of Destructions can do. Because there was a scene in one of the episodes of showing the God of Destructions their power. And some already shown their abilities and what they do a little bit. So it can be like an introduction for Dragon Ball Legends to release other God of Destruction characters that they can do. They can do Lord Sidra. They can do Belmont. Like, they can do other God of Destructions that they can release. But then it's like, yeah, we don't really know Belmont's moves because we never seen him fight. But if you think about it, we seen just a few God of Destructions who actually showed their abilities. Like, I think it was God of Destruction Liquor, right? God of Destruction Liquor, he did show his abilities. He can do all sorts of other abilities. Because he's a God of Destruction too. But why? It's like, if we can't introduce other characters or even other collaborations, why should Dragon Ball Legends continue? You know what I mean? Because eventually Dragon Ball Legends is going to die out, and it's really going to stop the process of continue at some point. But this isn't the time right now. This isn't the time for Dragon Ball Legends to end right now. They should collab with Super Dragon Ball Heroes, and then after, when Super Dragon Ball Heroes is done and released quite a few characters, then Dragon Ball Legends can die off. Unless they can choose to continue if the continuation of Dragon Ball franchise keeps going. Then we'll find out. you know, like, look at all of these characters. All of these characters are super good, and some are trash. Like this green Brawly right here. This SP green Brawly, he was good at first, but then he became more trash. This Majin Vegeta, the purple one, the free-to-play one, he is trash. He does almost absolutely no damage. Super 17, the yellow one, free-to-play, very good unit. Such a remarkable unit. And you got Half Crab Zamasu, and Half Crab Zamasu was pretty good, but he wasn't broken. But he was pretty good enough that people liked him as enough, you know? But, like, look at some of these characters are really good and some are trash. It's just, that's the way it is. I mean, you can't really fix them until Legends decides to fix those characters. But, like I said, these characters are really good and some are trash. I mean, take a look at LF Bardock. I mean, look at LF Bardock. Do you really think LF Bardock is really going to be the most best LF in the game? Not even close. He's not even near that. Even if he was 14 stars, he still wouldn't make a difference. Yeah, his status seems okay, but he's not broken. You know? He has endurance, but as you can see, LF Bardock is not the best unit in the game. Never will be. Unless they Zenkai him, then he should be good enough. But then it's like, he's not going to be the best unit, though, still. But he'll be more powerful than he was before. But, I mean, we need to collab with Super Dragon Ball Heroes. I mean, it is definitely needed, and it's time for that. Right after Sandland's collaboration. Because right now, Legends is doing a collaboration with Sandland, which is a good thing, because it's something different. But we need a collaboration with Super Dragon Ball Heroes as well, even though there's no confirmation for that. But can it happen in Legends? I do not know. I can't give you a date or a confirmation. But, we will find out sooner or later that Dragon Ball Legends can collab with Super Dragon Ball Heroes. So what do you guys think in the comments? Put your comments down below. Give your thoughts about it. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.